Hey everyone, Lola here, and today I'd like to look at Janet Jackson's custody over her son. This was a viewer request, and we are going to ask the court and see what that custody battle is going and whether Janet will get full custody of her son, because I believe that is what she is going after now. I did read a little bit about it before this reading, and they were saying at first they were seeking, well, she was seeking dual custody, but now she is seeking full custody. So we are going to see what the courts say about it, whether she get full custody or not. And before I actually jump in, I also had a request about looking at whether Baron is the biological child of 45 and fake Barbie. And yeah, I'm actually not going to look at, I'm not going to pull the cards on that. The reason is, well, there are a few reasons. First of all, it came up in previous readings that I did that he indeed is the legitimate son of 45, and so that is that. And also, when you look at the kid, he does look like Tiffany and 45 himself. Well, now I'm just hoping that he doesn't turn out to be like 45 as he continues to grow. And the other reason is that, every time I read on situations like that, Baron is a minor, and when I do read on minors, it doesn't matter whether their family is public or not. I still need the consent of their guardians or parents. In this case, Baron is from a family. This is a public family, at least the adult in that family, but he's still a minor. So whatever we do, I like to keep minors out of the game, because they're not fair game. Their dad, mom, brother, sister, whatever, if those are of legal age and are public figures, they are fair games. But the minors, I personally don't believe they are. So I'm not going to look at it just because it came up, well, for the reasons that I just explained, and also because it did came up a few times already that is indeed that 45 is the biological father. And come on, when you look at the kid, don't you see 45 and Tiffany? So, with this being said, let's look at the situation with Janet Jackson and her custody battle. Will she get it? Will she get full custody? What's going on? Let's dive in. So, Janet Jackson and this custody battle. In the middle of the spread, we have the situation, the energy around the situation. We have the Ten of Cups that is crossed by the the Strength card. And these two cards talk about, the Ten of Cups is a family card. This is a family card, and in this battle, this ongoing battle, Janet Jackson has the support of her family. She has her brothers, the entire family behind her, rooting for her. So she has good support there. And with the strength card here, they both are, they not both, they are there for her, and they also have, she is taking action in this battle. She's the one who wants the full custody of her son. So this is what we have in the as the situation. Then, in the recent past, we have the tower moment. The tower moment, this is the end of the marriage. I mean, when things started with the husband, well, now the ex-husband, I believe the ex-husband and wife now. Well, when things started, it was all sweet, pinky, pink, peachy, all sweet, lovey-dovey, and all those things. But yeah, the tower moment is that marriage crashing down, and also this battle right here. Because what I get from all this card, including the cards on this side, there is it's rough. It's a rough battle. It's they actually feel like they are going tooth and nails here. So this is that tower moment. Below the situation, we have the hangman, and this also, this talks about making sacrifices in this in the whole situation. So Janet may have to sacrifice something, or probably she already has, but she's like full head on and willing to do what it takes to get custody of her full custody of her son. So with the hangman here, we also, I also feel like there are some delays and stalling, like a difficulty to, there is definitely a difficulty to let go here. Like I said, Janet, she's full on. She is she's not letting this go until there is really nothing to do. So this is her difficulty to let go, her and her family, but also the husband, because this is not a one side fight. A fight always includes two parties. So there, the fight, it's on both sides. Both of them, they're not letting go. They don't want to let go. And but with this card, the hangman, there is also some type of delay. Someone is stalling here on purpose, and I have the feeling that it may come from the husband's side. Why? I'm not sure, but also keep in mind that there are things going on outside of the case that they cannot, they're not in control of. So this could add to the battle, to the delays that we see there. Crowning the situation is the Eight of Coins. This is the not entrepreneur, the apprentice card. They are both working. Both sides is working at this like really diligently to get. The father wants the child, the mom wants the child, and so this is they pretty much workaholic in this with their lawyer, their respective lawyers and lawyer teams. Then we have in this situation here, the environment, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this is also a card that associates with justice. The environment here, this is in the environment position. We want justice in this. Well, I say we, I'm not part of it, but they want justice. Both sides want justice to be impartial, to decisions to be made here with no bias, and that is only what they can wish for here. And the presence of the Queen of Swords tells me that this is what it feels like this is what is going to happen. Whoever is in charge of this case, they are not going to make their decision based on whether they like Janet or the husband or not, or who they like better. It feels like they are going to actually look at the welfare of the child and make a decision on that. And I also have the feeling that that decision is not going to be pleasant to Janet, and also that is with the cards that this card here and few other cards. But whatever is decided here may not be something that Janet would like to hear. But again, there's the sacrifice card here. She will have to go along with whatever the decision here will be. or her choice would be, yeah, go with it and make this make the sacrifice to go with it, or continue to fight and fight even this decision here until you get what you want. But with the Queen of Coins here, this is Janet Jackson. This is Janet here. She is the nurturer. She's nurturing. She is a provider. She is also loaded in money. And that's not to say that the husband is not. The husband is as well. So it's not a question of who can take care of this child financially, because both of them can do it separately. She has money and he has money too. I think he's a billionaire, but he's wealthy. This is also, I also have the feeling right there that this is Janet pouring so much money into this fight here, because like I said, she will do all it takes to keep a full custody of her child, including going bankrupt. That's what I feel with this card here, the Queen of Coins as well. And in how they see themselves, this is actually, yeah, this position is usually how people in the reading will see themselves, but I can't call this that, because this is where they are. This is where they see, they are each other's nightmare. But here, with the Two of Cups, this is a partnership card. This is, as you see, those two cups, those two hands coming together. This may be from this decision as well, because I have to be honest with you, when I saw this card, as I flip them over, what I literally heard as I saw the card was, keep your together, like literally. So it may be that, work your together. So it may be that whoever is in charge of this case here may come up with this decision to work things out together, and even granting dual custody or shared custody, which also would make sense with this card here, the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups, this is deception and regret. So of course there is a lot of regret and deception from fueling also, or in the baggage here, because like I said, things started really well here before they had their tower moment. So it was, and I believe it wasn't, it was a short-lived marriage, but before they got there, things were peachy, and then they had the tower moment, and then the disappointment and regret here. But this card also tells of, it feels like it also comes from whatever decision is going to come from this. And you have to work things out together, because this is, I'm telling you, for the welfare of the child, you guys have to work together for the child and share custody of that child, because the child growing up will need you both. And there is a disappointment here that, oh dang, I'm not getting full custody, like what the bleep. Then we have here where it is leading. This, well, I say where it is leading, but I can't even call that here as well, because okay, this is a two-faced person, and this is a husband. Well, not the husband only, but this really feels more like the husband, because according to what they say, what the family say here, is that Janet, she started to feel like a prisoner in her own home, so this will be the two-faced person here. Like, okay, we meet, gentleman A, we get together, you get to the, okay, we meet, we get together, we like each other, then there is this period where, what do you call that again, like where everything seems like it's heaven, and the honeymoon phase, and then you marry and you discover, oh dang, this is not who I met, because there are someone else, and then and they show their true colors. So this will be the husband here, but this also talks of the dirty tricks that him too and his lawyer on their side they are doing, so that this tower moment here like continue, drags on, and the delays that we have here, they're doing dirty tricks here to drag this along. They are also relying on external forces in their favor to, so they're doing something here. So, and that also contributes to this card here, the disappointment of the Jackson family. In here we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands here, it has to do with travel. Well, it has to do with a few things in this case, but travel, I get travel too, and I think the husband is Qatari, right? And does he live here? Because this could also be part of the decisions that will be made here. Because if he's an outsider, as in from another country, and does not reside here or going back and forth there, this will be considered in this case as well. The person deciding this case, they're going to consider the fact that he goes and comes, and because that's not going to stop. And they are also trying to use that. Janet is trying to use that against him, and he's trying to use that in his favor. So this unbiased person here, she will, well, I say she because it's a queen. It could very well be, the person deciding could very well be a gentleman, but still have the attributes of the queen here. So for the sake of this reading and the card, let's just say a she, because we have a queen here. And also this card is also, like I said, this also feels like some delays coming up, causing this situation here, because things are not going the way the Jackson family is expecting, or at least the way Janet Jackson is expecting. And so she is she's disappointed here because of the delays that are going on here and with the hangman. And this also has to do with the delay here too, have to do with delays in making a decision about the whole case there. Then we have the 10 of coins, and the 10 of coins here talks about this is usually, this card says this is a wealthy card. When it comes up, say you are abundant, you have so much a lot of wealth. But it also feels like financial loss here over the legacy of this over the custody of this child, because they're pouring so much money into this on both sides. Okay, when I say financial loss, I'm not saying they're going bankrupt. I'm just talking about the amount of money that they are pouring into this battle, and that they are going to continue to pour into it, because what they have paid already, it's not ending. There is going to be more spending with this. There's going to be more spending because each side sees the child as their legacy, so they're paying for their legacy here. The husband is paying for his legacy. The child has his legacy or part of his legacy, and Janet is doing the same. They are, so that's what we see there. Then we have the Queen of Wands. Here, the Queen of Wands here, this is it talks of taking charge, and Janet, she's fierce at this, and she's not the only one, because the husband too is at it. But this is more about this reading is more about Janet, so we're going to focus on her. So this Queen of Wands here, there is they're taking charge here. Janet and her legal team, they're fierce about this fight. But this also talks of the distrust that Janet has towards her husband, because I said it earlier, this tower moment, the marriage came crashing down because the guy revealed his true colors. He wasn't who he portrayed himself. Well, allegedly, he didn't portray, I mean, he portrayed himself different from what he was, and then came the tower moment here. And so there is a mistrust here that, okay, if you treated me the way you did, what's to tell me that you will be a good father to our child, so the child will be safer with me than you. This is a feeling that that is coming from that as well. And then the next card is here, the nine of cups, which is a wish come true card. But what I get from this card is also that Janet, she may get her wish come true, but might also not get satisfied with that decision. I mean, what I'm trying to say is the decision might be I mean, she might get custody of the child, but at the same time not full custody here, because again, remember, we had the sacrifice here. She will have to make some sacrifice, and they will have to come together to, and when I say here come together, it's not getting back together, but really come together to raise this child together. So this kind of point to the direction that she might not get full custody per se, because I mean, both parts are going to fight until they get satisfied with the result, and that result might not satisfy them both. They might both have to sacrifice here and share custody of this child. Oh boy, poor child, crossing the middle of this craziness. And then the final card is Temperance, and Temperance deals with balance. And again, we have a 2 here that deals with balance. So because of the Temperance card here as our final card, again, I'm probably repeating myself, this might end up in a joint custody, and Janet may be, I mean, she'd be disappointed about it, but there's a lot to consider in this in this case. I mean, the welfare of the child, the well-being of the child. Yes, you may think you are the better parent to take care of this child, but the child needs both of you. So I give both of you custody of the child, and which also implies that the child may be raised in 2 different countries, because travel here is, remember earlier I said travel was involved. So yeah, this is what we have. At least this is what things look like as of right now. Again, things can change, and there are a lot of external forces and free will of everybody involved. But as of right now, it feels like, yeah, this is going to keep going for another longer, because there's a lot of delay here, and some of the delay is being done on purpose. But it does look, as of right now, it does look like Janet is not getting full custody of the child, and she might get a joint custody, which she originally filed for before retracting that and changing it to full custody. So I guess we just see what happened, how things unfold. And so thank you so much for the request. Thanks for tuning in, and see you soon.